On the last episode of Dungeons & Dragons Grave of Man, Alarin set off on her own at the request of the immobilized Lich, Vivi, to go find a powerful magical crystal located somewhere in the flooded mines below Zagnoth. And so Alarin was teleported, rather surprisingly, to the mines themselves and found herself not alone down there, but in fact in the presence of water elementals and slightly later strange and unfriendly squid people who almost immediately became hostile as soon as she drained the flooded mines of all the water. And so also began the process of draining the rest of the city. Good for her and everybody else, I guess. Anyway, so she continued on and managed to find her way into the bunkhouse where she is finally potentially located Walton's secret cache.
And then I'll go into the other one.
Okay.
Also an empty room. Unless I investigate.
Okay, you find a secret door.
A secret door.
You may or may not have found, Walton. You found Walton's room.
This is Walton's room?
Yep, so you can see kind of like a weird crack in the wall, directly behind the dresser.
Okay, can I push the dresser aside?
Yep. Yeah, it moves, it's actually on, like, hinges. So it kind of slides out of the way.
Slides out. Okay.
Yep. And the door itself opens rather easily, too. Getting you into this room.
I want to check this door on first. Whoa! Oh, I didn't realize you're going to reveal everything.
Oh. Well, what were you going to check? Here, I'll hide it.
Just the last door.
Okay. So you open the door.
I have my rapier at the ready because
okay.
I know I'm probably going to have to stab whatever is going to come at me.
There's a dude.
Stabby?
Okay, roll initiative. He's ready for you.
Oh, sorry. And that stabby wouldn't be good anyway.
Okay, so he's actually going to go first and miss you by a mile.
Okay. And, but mine was pretty bad. It was a 9 with a 5 pierce.
Okay. So we'll use that roll. He's going to take, he misses again.
Okay. We're just bad about this, aren't we?
Okay, and you managed to skewer him and kill him too.
Okay. Good. And there's nothing in here, is there?
I'll
check though. I will investigate this room.
Okay. Woo. Okay, so you actually find a key.
A key.
And you let's see. Do you find anything else? Would you find that in here? Sure. You find a pickaxe.
An axe?
A pickaxe.
Oh, like a pickaxe for mining.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks decidedly sturdier than the other ones you've been finding.
Okay. I mean, I suppose I'll take it just in case I need to do my own mining. I mean, who knows what state that large crystal will be in. And I will go back into Walton's room and actually enter the giant chamber.
Okay, so you go into the giant chamber and roll for initiative. You found Walton.
Because he's just going to outright attack me, right?
Yep.
Well,
you're better
better
off than Walton.
Okay.
Go first.
All right. What do I want to do? I suppose I will use Vicious Mockery since it's a cantrip.
Okay.
And I will say, hey, you undead monstrosity. In life, you could have at least had the decency not to skim gemstones off your betters.
Using guilt.
Yes.
All right. Roll. Let's see how much guilt damage you do to him.
Well,
did
he fail his
wisdom
throw?
Okay, he just squeaks by. He does not feel guilt. In life or in death.
He does not feel remorse for his
He is immune to
actions.
guilt-based damage sources. Alright, he's gonna kind of shamble at you. He's got another pickaxe and he's gonna take a swingy-do.
Oh, ouch.
Clips ya. Let's see.
5 damage. Ooh, this is from Mist. Okay. So, I'm gonna stab him.
Alright. You get him good, but the thing about Walton is he's a dwarf. He's a little tougher looking.
Oh, Oh, really?
Yeah.
You could have told me Walton was a dwarf.
Walton was a dwarf.
Was a dwarf.
But now he's a drowned one, just like everybody else. And he clips you again with the pickaxe. Another 4 damage.
Ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm starting to get low in health. I'm probably going to have to use a potion.
Okay.
Okay, so that gets me back 7. And then I can still attack him?
Yeah.
Okay. And I will stab him again. Oh, no!
Well, your rapier kind of flings off behind him.
Oh.
And his pickaxe goes flinging off behind you. You are now squaring off for a fist fight. Unless you do something more refined.
Yeah, it looks like that. Because it's a cantrip, I can use Vicious Mockery again, right?
If you want to.
I suppose so. You call that your best shot? Not that I'm that much better.
Ooh, double-edged sword. Let's see. Yep, nope, he is not. He is insult proof. He, like, kind of pushes past you and grabs his pickaxe.
Okay, well, since he's going that way, I'm going to grab my rapier.
Okay. He's gonna start shambling at you again.
I mean, I still have more tricks up my sleeve. But that depends. I'm going to stab him. Okay, come on, don't fail me now. Oh. Is that good enough?
Yeah. Yeah, you get him. And he's dead.
Woohoo!
They're not very armored. Mainly they have negative dexterity, so it does not help them that much. But Walton goes down.
Alright. Well, let's see if he actually has any of those gemstones around here in his secret stash.
Okay.
And I will investigate.
How much HP do you have left?
I have 14.
Oh, okay. That's not so bad then. Okay, so you find quite a lot, actually. This guy has been raiding things for quite some time.
And what are these things?
You find... Actually, he has a lot less than I thought. You find 100 gold pieces.
Okay, 100 gold.
In the crates and barrels. And the chests are locked.
Well, can I attempt to use the key on one of them?
Yeah, that you found it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, the key unlocks both?
Yep.
Okay, what's inside?
Okay, so the first thing you find is a note. It says, "Fuck you, Walton."
Okay. I crumple it up and throw it away. Unless there's something interesting on the back.
Nope. Seems like maybe the person had been expecting these chests to be stolen.
Okay, and what's in the second one?
Okay, so in the other chest are 3 crystals that you don't know what they do.
Okay, 3 crystals. Is there anything interesting about them? Like any defining colors or shapes?
So they look like the crystals you've seen everybody
gathering?
Yeah, but they look like nicer. Like a better cut. And they kind of have like a hum about them.
Ooh.
An orb, not unlike the one that Vivi had.
Okay.
And there's also a bag.
And what's inside the bag?
They look... What do they look like? They look like... They're kind of, mushy spheres.
Mushy spheres?
Yeah.
Like how mushy? What do I do when I squishy?
They look like Play-Doh. Kinda. So you kind of like grab one and like mush it around a little bit?
Yeah, that's why I said squishy.
So it starts to glow. Like red hot.
Oh, it's
like
not burning me, is it?
It's slowly going up and it's got like little cracks going across it and it's starting to vibrate a little bit.
Okay, I gingerly, like, put it down back in the box.
Okay. The whole bag or just the thing?
No, just the one sphere. I want to keep the other two.
Okay. So you put it down in the box.
So does it light on fire?
It explodes. Roll
Ow!
a reflex save, a dexterity check.
Please.
Okay. You kind of like fling yourself backwards, yeah, there, and kind of get out of the way. You still take, you take 1 damage. You manage to fling yourself away from the explosion before it can hurt you.
And
But
how big is the explosion?
it decimates pretty much. It's kind of a miracle you got out of there. But it's decimated everything in this zone. There's just splinters left.
Whoa! Grenades. Or something like them. Huh. I wonder what kind of chemical reaction creates that. And are these doors?
Yep. So those doors lead back to the mine tracks. It's probably how Walton was,
skimming things. He would
Yep.
just, take them off of the carts as they went by?
Yep.
Huh. Interesting. Well, is it alright if I take a little short rest in here? If I, lock things up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Seems safe. Nobody else has ever found the room except for Walton.
Does that mean I heal up? How much do I heal up?
You can spend, you have 3 hit dice that you can spend to rest, plus your constitution for each hit die, I believe. And then you can also do a song of rest if you feel like it.
I think that gives me an extra 1d6, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and how much is a hit die? I think it's like an 8, right?
It's 1d8, yeah.
Okay, so 1d8 would be... Well, actually, that would be enough to get me back to full. Just from the short rest.
If you roll it, sure. It's not just 8, it's
Oh.
1d8.
Oh.
1d8 plus whatever your constitution is.
Okay, my constitution... Is it like the constitution bonus?
Yeah.
Because that would be a +2.
Okay, so you can roll 1d8 plus 2 plus anything else.
1d8 plus 2... 9.
Oh,
1, 2,
nice.
3, 4, 5. Oops.
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, that's enough to get me back to full.
Okay. So you have a bag of blast charges, an orb. Oh, right. The last thing in the room. Well, no, I guess they're gone now.
Oh, did it destroy everything?
Well, no, you looted everything else, but there was still stuff in the chest before you put the C4 back in there. So
Wait, but I thought that I had picked everything up out of there.
Nope.
You were just listing them off one by one?
Yes.
Oh, is there anything in the rubble? It's pretty much gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Mm.
There looks like maybe there might have been some glassware in there.
Oh, I feel bad. I'm despondent.
Despondent?
Yeah,
There we go.
I'm sad.
Okay.
But onwards. Actually, I decide to call Vivi while I'm resting.
Okay. There's a short pause, and you hear on the other side, yes? Did you figure anything out about the water elementals?
Well, it turns out that the crystals weren't vivifying them at all. They're some kind of bizarre starfish creature, and they deposit the crystals into containers for some kind of squid-like monster that I vaguely remember from the plane of water. But I don't know, perhaps if they're servants to the Leviathan in the other room or what, but...
Leviathan in the other room?
Or at least that's what I would call it. It's not anything that I personally recognize to a T, but if its minions are potentially from the plane of water, I could only imagine that it's something akin to it given its great size.
That's really concerning. You've got to hurry. If those are running around out there, who knows what else is down in the mines.
Yeah, I've taken care of quite a number of them, and some undead. It turns out one of them had actually been hoarding crystals for himself. I have 3 that seem to be a greater cut than the others, and an orb. Actually very reminiscent to one that you bear.
Well, you probably found some spell crystals then. If you crush them, it can help you regain, your spell slots for the day.
Oh.
And the orb, I can only assume, is an orb for upgrading magical effects on items or equipment.
Oh, nice. Wait, you said that the orb is used for...
Upgrading equipment.
Upgrading equipment.
Or items or anything.
Huh. And can that be used multiple times or just once?
No, they're single use. I mean, maybe there's one that can be used multiple times, but as far as I've experienced, they can only hold their charge once.
Okay, so orb of upgrade. And that's spell restoration. All right, thank you for your input. I probably only have a couple more rooms to investigate down here, but still haven't found any signs of large crystals.
I would, if I could so impose, if there's something as dangerous as a leviathan, you say, and I'm going to take your expertise for it, if you could find some way of dealing with the beast, that would probably help in some way.
I have drained the water, at least from the mines.
Yes, the water has already started draining out of the slums. It shouldn't be too long before we're able to walk around in open air once again.
All right. Well, I'll get back to you when I can.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you. And I'll go back out onto the tracks.
Okay. Yeah, it's a sneaky little system. It kind of, what it does, the doors, when they open, it puts
closes
on like
and it looks like a rock wall.
Yeah, but it also has like a secret brake thing that stops the minecart quietly, and it, Walton had a nice thing going up until, drowning. Anyway, so you go out into the main chamber, and no more of the little creatures have shown up.
All right. I want to see, where does this water go?
Okay, so there is water leaking out of the rock wall, in spurts and streams and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, it's just kind of coming out.
It's too bad I didn't have shatter. Wait, did my short rest actually bring back my... Oh, should I have taken a longer rest? What's the difference between a short rest and a long rest?
Short rest gets your HP back. Long rest gets your spells back.
But like,
at least I think that's how it's supposed to work.
time
Honestly,
difference.
I might switch this over to like a spell point system if that exists, but I don't know how that works.
Okay. Well, could I take a longer rest to get my spells back?
That's like an 8-hour rest.
Oh, 8 hours?
Yeah,
No,
that's too long.
That's too long. Okay, because otherwise I'd want to use shatter on that, but that just seems to be a source of water. Okay. Don't know if I want to see what's up with Mr. Slimy over here.
Okay, as you're there...
Oh! And he sees me?
Yeah, he sees you.
And I thought I was done with these guys.
Nope. Roll initiative.
Okay,
Okay, you go first.
Okay, stabby stabby.
Alright, you miss.
Aww.
It's gonna kind of go... Bleh, and miss you.
Meh.
Okay, yep, he's gone.
Yes.
Alright.
Enough with these antics. Okay, and now that there's no water in here, what's happening with the tentacle?
The tentacle is still going. There are just bits of rock and whatever, but they're kind of flying. They're not flowing anymore. So there's actually a small pile of crystals kind of below the tentacle and just where the dudes had been standing.
Now I see that there's a passage off to the left. Is there a rhythm to its movement or any way
it's
that I
very like twisting and like
unpredictable?
Yeah, it's not particularly predictable. It really does look like it's mining and like churning up stuff.
Huh, interesting. Well, there's no way that I can really sneak past it then, unless, can I skirt to the right?
Okay, roll a dexterity check.
Okay. Let's see. Dexterity.
Okay. So as you try and get by, it actually it swings at you. And it smashes against the wall, and it destroys this pillar in the process, but you manage to get out of the way.
Am I able to go here?
No.
Or
you dive backwards. That's the only way you can get away from the thing.
Oh, okay. Vicious little thing, isn't it? Well, large thing. What am I saying? Huh. It's too bad I don't have a way past it. I wonder if maybe diving into the deep water would help. Can I see what's down here?
Sure.
Okay. I just want to see if there's like a tunnel or another way.
Okay. So you dive into the water, and you go deep. Like, surprisingly deep for a mine shaft. Like, maybe some of the earthquakes when the city sunk fractured it. And it looks like it might go deeper, but you're going to need some kind of, like, solid digging implement if you can do that. Which is hard.
Okay.
But
I have a plan.
Okay. What you do find at the bottom is a chest of starts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you gotta let me finish these things.
Okay, sorry.
This is why you blew up the health potions earlier.
Sorry. It's
Okay.
just you're like, oh, it's just deep and dark, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, I mean, you can skip the chest, but you gotta let the DM finish.
I love the goodies.
Okay, you find
I just gotten a brilliant idea, and I want to try it out.
the chest is locked.
Okay, the chest is locked. And the key I have won't work on them either?
The key works.
Yes. And what's inside?
Okay, first is a waterlogged note that says, Walton, stop stealing my stuff! And then, it's got a couple more of the, like, weird-looking crystals and 2 potions of healing.
Okay, so 2 more potions and 2 more crystals. Now, you say that it brought back my spell slots, or did it bring back my spells?
It will bring back,
Or actually, no, I can use a spell multiple times a day just as long as I have spell slots for it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will crush one of the 5 crystals that I have to get my spells back.
Okay, so you only get 1 level 1 spell back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you crush 2, you get a level 2 spell back.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll crush 2 then, because I'm gonna need my big spells.
Okay, so you have one of your level 2 spells back. What are you gonna do?
And is that all that's down here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna swim back up to the surface.
Okay.
And I'm going to enter the room.
Okay.
Actually, maybe I'll just open the door, but I'll stay
Okay.
in this room. And I'm going to take out one of the bad daggers. I'm not aiming at anything in particular. I'm pretty sure with the squiggling tentacle, it will surely hit it at some point.
Okay.
And so I throw it.
Okay, so it goes and smashes through another one of the pillars.
What? 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 Is it trying to get this to collapse? I really don't want to collapse this room. I need to find out what's beyond it. And unfortunately, even if I make myself invisible, it doesn't ensure that I'll be able to avoid that thing. I'm gonna send my mage hand to, like, distract the tentacle.
Okay.
What?
So how are you distracting the tentacle?
I'm just having the mage hand go out and bap it
Okay.
to one side.
It baps it back. Now I don't remember. I'm winging it, but the mage hand. Okay, the mage hand is just instantly obliterated by the tentacle. It goes whap, and the little, like, kind of spectral hand goes. Whoosh.
Oh. Really? It got dissipated that fast?
Yeah. They're not invincible, especially when you have, like, a 100-foot-long
But-
giant tentacle smacking into it.
The hand lasts for the duration until you dismiss it as an action. The hand vanishes if it is ever more than 30 feet away.
It can be busted, probably.
All right.
I'm treating it like the invisible servant, how the invisible servant works. It only has 5 HP and can be attacked with like a certain AC.
Okay.
Otherwise, you have like an invincible flying spectral hand. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. If somebody wants to give me the rules on destroying a mage hand, I'll recant. But I'm assuming since the thing has some amount of like tactile, or like it can affect things, other things can affect it too.
Can I investigate the ceiling?
Okay,
Like,
so
how's it holding up?
Not great. There's definitely more debris on the floor than there was earlier. It looks like those pillars might be load-bearing.
Oh no. Because all that I have in my arsenal are literally items and things that will obliterate this whole area. Because there's the grenades, there's shatter, there's the daggers, which happened. Do they want the pillars to go down? I throw another dagger. I'm just gonna see if it's gonna happen again.
What happens with the dagger is it goes... and it just kind of lands on the ground.
I throw another dagger.
It does the same thing.
Huh. How about when I try hitting the tentacle?
It goes... whoosh, lands back in your hand. Not really sure how that one happened.
I really hate these things. Okay. Do I obliterate everything and lose any hope of getting past it? I'm gonna cast a fairy fire on it.
Okay. So the tentacle is now fairy fired.
Yeah, which means that for the duration, it'll emit a light, but also I have advantage.
Okay. So now what are you gonna do?
Let's see. I suppose I'm gonna try to get by it.
Okay. Okay, so as you near the thing, it's going to react to you. Roll a dex check.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. It gives you the old smacky-do.
Ow. Wait, does it have to...
You take 5 damage.
Does it have to roll for that?
It's a dex save. You have to dodge out of the way of the thing. It doesn't really have to hit you so much as it just has to be flying in your general direction.
Okay.
It's like a car. The car doesn't need to roll to hit you. You need to roll to avoid car. Okay, so you take 5 damage.
This is an impasse. This does not look good. And can I see where it emerges from?
There is... it maybe a cavern on the other side. It's really hard to tell. There's still like water and rock and dirt and crystals just kind of being shunted out of it constantly.
Okay. How far can I throw?
Pretty far.
But into the hole?
Potentially.
Could I have my mage
That'd be-
hand lift it into the hole?
Yeah. Oh, very easily.
Okay. I will squishy one of the squishy balls.
Okay.
I will give it to the mage hand and have it fly as swiftly as possible to like chuck the orb into the hole.
Okay. So it takes exactly about 18 seconds, and then it blows up. But that's long enough for your mage hand to go... It goes 30 feet per round, right?
Yeah, actually, it can only go 30 feet in general, but what I want to do is to chuck the little ball into the hole.
So you're using your mage hand to get closer and then to throw it?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a magically assisted toss.
Okay, and I use acrobatics
Dexterity.
or dexterity. Dexterity? Okay. And I I don't know if I can use, like, my bardic inspiration on myself, can I? Nah, probably not. That's
yeah,
a
you
buff.
can. I
Really?
believe you can. Yeah.
I can use bardic inspiration on myself?
Yeah, sure. You can inspire yourself.
Because that
It's like
would
patting
be
yourself on the back.
an extra die 6 as a buff for any die 20 roll.
All right.
So then I do the dex save plus a die 6. So I'll roll the dex. And
Okay.
then I'll do an extra die 6, please. Ah.
Okay. So it doesn't quite make it there. It makes it maybe about like this far. And then it goes off.
Okay.
And it obliterates the 2 remaining pillars. There's kind of this horrible, horrible grinding, crashing, grating noise. And just countless rocks just rain down. Thundering down. You're kind of pushed backwards by the force of the blast. And just by me being nice and not crushing you to death.
Okay. Well, I could have also like rolled a dex or something else to get out of the way, right?
It's not too hard. The part of it collapsed on the far side of the room, so really you just kind of.
So I ruined all chance of getting past.
There is nothing left. You see like the bit of the end of the tentacle just kind of like twitching. It's not moving anymore.
Oh. And there's just no way I can go down that other trail.
Not unless you had like a lot of time and a giant shovel.
This was the only other way.
Oh, okay, there we go. You moving deleted my like squiggle. Okay.
Because I'm trying to look around the map and see where I've gone, and what other way is there? What are you laughing about?
One of the suggestions in chat is eat your way through the tentacle.
Oh no! Oh, but then whatever debris fell on top of it's just gonna fall in its place. Like,
I'm just imagining you trying to eat a colossal tentacle.
can I detect magic? I want to see if there's like any magical.
There's a lot of magic all over the place. Actually, the bits of crystal that shine magically.
Is there anything that's stronger?
Yeah. Roll an investigation check. You find 3 more like whole spell crystal things.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay. And the problem is if I do shatter or anything else in here, it's just going to make the whole room come down. And there were nothing in the barrels, right?
The barrels have mostly just bits of crystal in them.
Okay. Well, I suppose there's only this. Right?
I can't.
I know you can't answer. You can't answer.
This is the one problem with us doing a solo campaign is the only person you have to bounce off of is the game master. And I can't. I'm like, I wish I could help you, but I can't.
Actually, there's one other thing that I didn't investigate. Because if I blast this open, it's probably just going to release more water in here. And that wouldn't be particularly good. However, I can go through my special side door. And my special side door.
Okay.
And how are the frozen guys?
They're still frozen.
They're still frozen.
Yep.
Can I stab them all for good measure to make sure that they're dead?
Sure.
But will that unfreeze them?
I don't know.
Actually, I'll just leave them be.
Okay.
Why do I need to worry about that? Now, what's going on through here?
Okay, so on the other side are a series of metal grates, and there's stuff kind of caught in there, but water is flowing. The current's fairly strong and has been strong, but it's not too bad. If you're in combat, you'd be slowed down a little bit. But you can kind of hear the roar of water in the distance.
Okay. I decide to investigate.
You can't get past the grates.
Oh, I can't get past this?
Nope.
Oh.
They're meant... they're very specifically... there's actually like a crudely drawn sign that is a fat dwarf slipping and falling and going over a waterfall.
And that guy, the squid guy, really just disappeared?
Well, he's not around. You don't see his corpse or anything like that.
Huh. Interesting.
As you go by the office, you hear, "Nyeh, nyeh."
Yeah, good riddance to you too. No way to get past the tentacle. That's a shame. Yeah, I'll go over here. This is where the wall is cracked, right?
Yep.
I will step back into the side and I will use shatter on it.
Okay, so the rock wall explodes outwards.
Okay.
And so does a bunch of water. It floods the room again. You're kind of washed back.
Whoa.
But, like, it's not that big of a deal. And what you end up seeing on the other side is a building.
A building?
Yep, there's something on the other side of the now destroyed rock wall.
Okay. I decide to swim through.
However, there's two guys.
Ah!
Yeah.
Not you guys again.
Yeah, roll for initiative.
Okay, fine.
Roll for initiative.
Initiative. Oh, that was bad. Ah.
Alright. Well, they're gonna take swings at you. They miss.
Okay. And I suppose I'll use my whip to arc at them.
Okay. Roll to hit. Oh, wait, no, they have the dex. Okay, you hit one of them.
Okay. But it's only a die
Wait.
4?
No,
Or-
you have to roll to hit. What am I saying? It's not like they're playing jump rope. So roll to hit, and it's a die 4.
Okay, so I have to make a different
Here, I'll set it up.
move for whip.
Just roll an attack roll, and I'll set it up specifically.
Well, I only attack with a 9, and the whip would only be a 1 die 4, so that wouldn't be any good.
Let's see. There we go. Okay, so you missed. Okay.
Okay.
They miss and you get 1 hit. If I can get back to my old rolls. There we are.
So I get damage 3?
Yeah, you get slapped for 3 damage.
Okay. I will just stab one in the conventional means.
Okay. You take him out. Which one? Left one? Right one?
Right one.
Okay. He goes, nah, and then dies.
Okay.
Okay. Nope, that's the wrong die. There we go. Wow. You get slapped for another 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna smack him.
Okay.
No.
Nah.
I'm gonna hit him back. Come on.
Okay, you take a chunk out of him. Water splats to the floor, and he looks at you, and he's like, blah. And then he's gonna... he splats to the floor. He's on the ground. He doesn't have any weapons to drop.
All right. I will leap into the air and bear down on him with my rapier.
Okay.
And...
Okay, yeah, you skewer him, and he goes, bleh, and flows away.
Okay, wow. Those guys hit hard. I'm going to have to down one of the potions that I was given. Or, well, that I found in the chamber. So it's 2 die 4 plus 2?
Yep.
Okay, so that means I'm back up to 18. And I will... Is this the door over here?
Yep,
What's around
it's a
the room?
door. What was that?
I can investigate this area,
Okay,
right?
so you're going to investigate the area. Roll a history check, actually.
History? Okay. Also.
It's enough. This is Drow architecture.
Oh, wow. I mean...
You can kind of recognize the the fine silver work and the strange white and black wood and stuff like that.
Okay. And do I knock? I'll just knock.
Okay, you knock, and give me a second. I gotta see. Okay. Yep. Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, I gingerly opened the door.
Give me a second. I'm just doing a thing. Okay. I just have to...
You need to get tokens and stuff.
Yep. And last one. Okay. So you open the door, and inside is... looks like this building may have been used for storage. There's boxes of kind of this nice white wood, and there's like a bunch of other stuff on the ground. But the entire area had been flooded, completely flooded, so a lot of it's like kind of smashed, like it might have been floating.
Okay,
up
so
top
I can't
towards
do
the,
anything.
towards the ceiling. You can try.
Okay, I'll look around.
Okay, that is... You find like another 30 gold pieces.
Okay.
And like a
Well,
really nice set of pants.
ooh, but is it like a good armor class kind of set?
No,
of
but
pants?
they look comfortable. A bit wet, but like when's that ever stopped you?
They're really comfy pants?
Probably.
Very comfy pants?
I mean, they're silk. Like they're silky looking.
Okay. I sort of hide behind one of these crates and I add it to the wardrobe.
I was like, why are you... Oh, I see.
No one needs to see me changing.
You hear like from the doorway across the room.
What?
No, you don't. Actually, roll a perception check.
Oh no. Okay.
You do actually hear a "Nyeh," but it's not from the doorway. It's distant.
Uh-oh. I changed back immediately, like, but I still have the pants in the wardrobe.
Okay.
But now I'm back in my normal clothes.
Okay.
And I will go towards the sound. Where was it?
Okay. So it's coming from the other side of the wall.
From the other side of the wall. But there's a door. There's a door here?
Yep.
What's on the other side of the room?
Okay, that's the hallway.
That's a hall. Okay.
As you move, roll another perception check.
Okay. Perception.
Okay, it is coming from the hallway, sort of. That's high enough that you know it's coming from right about here.
Huh. Interesting. Can I enter this door?
Yes. Okay. So you go into this room, and it's another storage room with so there's mud and debris that is kind of smashed through the ceiling and the wall. And so the boxes and everything that was kind of on that end of the room have been more or less completely destroyed.
Okay.
And it's like shifted everything around.
And I want to go through...
You're gonna have to athletics or strength or something. The box is in the way.
Okay. What do I... Looks like... Athletics is probably good.
Okay. That's enough. You climb over the crate, there's enough clearance, and you get over to the door.
All right. And I will gingerly enter the door.
Okay. So, you open the door, and you're struck by an odd sight of one of the weird starfish dudes sitting on a stool at a desk, and he turns at you and he's like, "Bah, bah, bah, bah." Roll for initiative.
I really couldn't try talking with him?
You can try.
Hail, water elemental.
Blah, 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 blah.
It appears that you are more studious than your peers. Yes.
Okay, so it gets up and stands in front of you. You see a book floating around inside of it, and it smacks you with its like
Ah.
flipper.
Ouch. And how much is that going to be for?
5 damage.
Okay. At this point, I'm pissed. It's going to die. I was trying to compliment it. I mean, it has a book floating in it. It is clearly well learned. But no. Nah, that's not good enough.
Well, it's on the ground. It's doing the starfish.
I'll leap into the air and try skewering it once more.
Okay. You miss. You skewer the crate. You're not sure how that happened. Right,
and it was even prone, too.
It gets back up, and it's going to flipper you. Another 5 damage.
Okay. I suppose I'll have to strike at it again.
Alright. No. I'm reminded of your battle with the chef.
I know.
So for this one's hitting you. You take another 6 damage.
Okay, I'm almost dead, actually. I'm gonna need to use my other potion.
I did not think these things would be nearly as deadly as they are.
Okay. Is it its turn?
No, it's yours.
It's my turn?
Yeah, it's still yours. You can drink and stab.
Oh, okay. I mean, that or I can flee.
Also works.
I will run out of the room and I will leap over
Give
the
me
box.
an athletics check.
Okay. Athletics.
Okay, yeah, you vault over.
And I push the box back into place.
Okay, so roll a strength check.
Okay, strength. All right.
Okay. Instead, the box kind of shifts towards you, and you're pushed back a bit. And there's like...
Come on.
It's starting to try and like crush you into the wall, or just push the crate out of the way. You're not really sure.
Okay. I'm going to rush outside the room and try moving a smaller box into place.
Okay, roll a strength check.
Can I also use another Bardic Inspiration die on myself?
Sure.
Well, I probably don't need it that rate. If it's a 19?
No, you're fine. Okay, so you manage to push the door, the box in front of the door, and shortly afterwards there's a thud and then a Nyeh.
And I really wanted to see what was at that desk. Really wanted to see what was at that desk. But I only have 8 health to my name. Well, to my hit points, pretty much. And at this point, I think I probably have I expended all my new health potions.
So you probably only have your original 2.
Right. That I do. That is not good. And I think at this point I've already used up most of my spells, right?
Yeah. You used up your level 2 spell. I don't know about your level 1 spells. Haven't been keeping track of those.
Oh, I've been using a number of
You do
them.
have your spell crystals.
I do have the spell crystals, but I feel bad about using one because I would like to potentially cure myself with a 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. Okay, I'll do that. I'll have to crush another crystal.
Okay.
So that means I have 5 total. I had 6 prior to that.
Did you actually roll the healing?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that is a 1d8. Okay.
And no, you had 9. Remember you picked up 3?
But I used 2.
Oh, you used to. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you're up to 17 HP?
It's 16, I think.
Okay.
Okay, that's a little bit better. And I look in the hall, And was that sound him the whole time?
You can't hear the noises anymore.
Okay. Now, why was it coming from this particular spot? Is it because he just happened to be sitting there? Because why wouldn't you hear it from here as opposed to here?
He was closer to that part of the wall.
Ah, okay. And so I approach this door.
Okay.
And I decide to open it.
Okay. So you open the door. And there is a flooded out room on the other side. There's a door to your right, and it looks like much of the floor, walls, and whatever was in the room has been washed away.
Okay, I'll poke around. This
Okay.
looks, I mean, this has to be the other side, so
Let's see.
I will investigate. That's not a good investigation roll.
Okay. So, as you're poking around, let me just kind of reveal some of the map here. There you go. As you're poking around from the depths of the water that you just went past, and it's got a surprise round on you, and it flippers you. Jesus Christ! These things are merciless! You take 3 damage.
This is terrible.
We're gonna be like lying in
Just gonna have to
bed
attack
later or
it.
something, and I'm just gonna go nah at you, and you're gonna smack me. I know it.
It's not good enough, is it?
Nope. All right, it misses you.
Okay, time to start this exchange. There's like no exchange of anything. Does it hit me for 4?
Yeah, it hits you for 4.
I'm at 9 health again. I literally use my healing items and then I
You
waste
don't have a
them.
plus to hit. You have a huge plus to hit. You've been missing every time. How is this a thing?
Unless my rolls are wrong.
No, they're right.
This is horrible.
This is awful. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Unless I give them a
what
negative
can-
to hit, I can't make them shittier.
But what can I do?
Nothing. But it doesn't... Alright.
It doesn't hit me that
No.
time. Okay. Is it intelligent enough for this? I suppose maybe I'm gonna have to use Tasha's hideous laughter on it.
Okay.
The creature of your choice that you see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter. The target must succeed a wisdom savings throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated.
It does not care for your nonsense.
But they can talk.
Yeah. It saved. Jesus Christ. And Flipper... Oh! This is not okay.
Okay, I'm down to 5 health. I have to drink another potion. I have to.
I'm so sorry.
And it's 2 die 4 plus 2.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have to whack that thing, because at this point I'm out of spells unless I rest.
Okay, you healed 9 HP, not 5, by the way.
9? Why?
You only rolled 1 die 4 there.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay, well, you stick it, and it's looking pretty bad.
Okay. Is it...
Fuck!
No!
Fuck! Alright.
What does that mean?
You
A
take
20.
5... Oh, right. You take 7 damage.
Another one like that, and I'm done for. I'm gonna have to use my last healing potion. Am I even gonna get through this?
This is literally the last enemy.
Well, thanks for the knowledge there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna have to Come on.
You kill it.
Finally.
You kill it. It's dead.
Finally.
It's dead.
I don't want to see a starfish ever again. Ever again. Even the dried up little Shirley ones on the beach. I'm just going to be like, curse you, starfish.
Shell has obtained a new phobia, starfish.
Okay, what's around this corner?
Okay, you find a bunch of boxes and crates that look like they haven't been destroyed.
I will look at them.
Okay.
I will find what lies inside their cubic structures because I desireth some goodies.
Okay, you find
That won't kill me.
You find goodies that won't kill you. Let me figure out.
Are you sure they won't kill me?
Okay, so you find 3 healing potions.
Oh, yes! Healing potions. Ah! Okay.
Let's see, 2 spell crystals, a dark-looking set of leather armor,
Ooh.
a buckler, if they still exist. I assume they still exist, and another orb.
Okay. Well, I'm going to... what are the stats on this new armor?
You have no idea.
Wait, not until I try them on or identify them? Or, like, how does looking at armor...
Identification.
I can't...
But you can put it on anyway.
Okay. I will shift my current wardrobe into the wardrobe ring, and I will bring out the new armor and put it on.
Okay.
Does it happen to fit me? Like, how does armor work?
Magical armor usually can, like, kind of self...
to the right size?
Yeah, it can kind of self-correct. Obviously, like, if Greg tried to put it on, he'd probably need help. But you know the Tabaxi would resize armor for a small fee.
I have some new duds. Now,
but this is drow armor, which, very conveniently, you are elf-shaped.
And can I open this chest, or was it...
That's where the armor was.
Oh, that's
it
where
was
the
not
armor
locked.
was. It was
Yeah.
not locked. Okay,
There's
great.
also... There's also 300 gold pieces.
300 gold. That's nice. Except none of these are the crystal that I desireth. Because I seem to be in a safe-ish location. Okay. Actually, yeah, I'm going to take a short rest.
Okay.
To get my health back up. And that means I get back... Let's see. What was it? A dice 6?
You get 1 die 8 plus 2.
1 die 8 plus 2.
And if you're doing a Song of Rest, then you get more.
Well, if I got 9 there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So
I don't even need to do the Song of Rest to
yeah,
get back
you're
up to
probably
max.
full health, because you got 7 from the potion, 9 from that, and I assume you had some amount of HP left.
Okay. And I'm going to ensure... I'm going to crush one of the crystals so that I can at least cast another level 1 spell.
Okay. And while you're hanging out in the room, I'm just going to give this to you as a gimme. You see the water extends somewhere.
Wait, this water at the end of the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like there's a tunnel.
Well, you see, I was going to prepare myself to skewer the other guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it. You
Eh.
just know that there's a underwater passage there.
I mean, I could leave him alone, but I really want to know what the contents of that desk are.
Okay.
Okay.
So, there's a crate in front of the door.
Yes. So I'm going to...
Actually, you know what? No.
Huh?
What there is the boxes have been moved slightly.
Okay.
So there's kind of the crate is like this now.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. And the door is kind of open, and there's like a little tentacle just kind of
Okay,
Eh.
I'm gonna stab the tentacle.
Okay. I mean, realistically,
Smooth.
you're going to be able to kill the thing. It can't get to you. Well, no. I guess it can. It's probably going to try harder. All right. The crate kind of creaks out of the way.
Wait, that's
It's your turn. Yeah, well, it's giving a mighty shove.
Okay.
Okay, you stab it. It dies.
It dies?
Yes.
Yes! I push the crate over with, let's see. Do I need a strength check?
No, it actually shoved it all out of the way.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to move you so I can get the rest of it. There we go.
Great.
Okay.
I'm going to find out what's at that desk.
Okay, so, let's see.
Because if this place belonged to the drow, perhaps there's
The desk actually doesn't have anything on it.
Okay, what about inside it?
There's nothing in the desk. Like, it's a table. It's for sitting at, for the most part.
Nothing else of interest in the room I can do.
I mean, there was the book that was in the dude.
Oh, I'm gonna pick up the book.
Okay, it's unreadable. It's all in drow.
Okay, I put it in my bag of holding.
Okay.
I forgot completely about the book. Because then the drow will be able to translate it.
Yep.
Maybe it will be of use to them.
Okay.
And then ready to descend into the secret passage.
Okay, so you descend into the secret passage.
Mm-hmm. Also, is it alright if I take a really, really, really quick tinkle break?
No. Yes.
Please?
Okay, you pee in the tunnel as you go.
I mean...
Technically true. Technically true.
Underwater cavern.
Okay. So you swim through, and you come out on the other side. It's dark down there, and there's not a whole lot of wiggle room.
Okay.
But you can get through to the other side.
Oh, great. And there's a passage.
Okay, so there's a passage. And so you surface.
Mm-hmm.
And you see... Meh!
What? But you said there were
They don't
no
see you
more.
yet.
Okay, because I crushed my crystal, I'm going to do invisibility.
Okay.
I'm going to get past these guys.
Okay. So give me a second to set the stage here. So, what are you gonna do? So you're invisible.
I'm
Now-
invisible.
Okay. Now what are you gonna do?
I'm first going to observe their movements.
Okay. So you see a giant chasm.
Oh, there's a red one. Oh no. Red squid man.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna reveal the whole area. You can see everything. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. So you can see a guy. He's colored differently from the other one, both in clothing and skin color and whatnot. He looks nicer, stronger. I don't know. And he is there with his minions, and he's looking rather bored, but he is doing his best to kind of be, alert and
So
ready.
he's really not alarmed at all by the explosions and the destruction of the tentacle?
That's probably why he's here.
Oh, I see.
But he's not. He doesn't seem to be willing to move from his spot.
All right. So what do I have at my disposal now? I'm just making sure that I have all my spells in order, because from invisibility I can still crush the crystals to use them.
Yep.
I might have to be ready and rearing for this battle. So I'm going to crush another 3 more.
Okay.
Which means I only have 2 left. Which means that I should be able to use 3 more first levels, or 1 first level and like a second level kind of deal. All right, and I'm going to try to stealth around.
Okay, roll stealth.
Okay. Stealth. What?
Okay. Yep, they instantly hear you. They don't see you, But they're gonna start like moving around a bunch. And this guy, let me see. I gotta figure out if he can do anything. Effectively roll initiative, because we're gonna be...
You're gonna be going into battle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. Interesting.
What's up?
Just trying to see what Tentacle Man can do. Okay,
okay.
so... Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay. So here's what happens. It goes bad. So the dudes can't see you. So they're just kind of milling about. However, the tentacle guy casts a spell and immediately just looks at you.
Okay.
He is staring directly into your eyes, and it's creepy.
That it is.
Unfortunately, the starfish do not seem to share his sight, so they're just kind of moving back and forth.
Well, I need to know where precisely he's moving.
He's not moving. He used his only action to cast that spell.
No, I'm talking about the fish people.
Oh, the fish person is kind of moving back and forth, so he stops about there, maybe. And this guy's like here-ish, and this guy's like here.
Okay. I suppose I'm just gonna have to... Like, when he's looking at me, he's angry, right?
Yeah, he doesn't look friendly.
And we're in a battle situation, so there's no way I can talk my way out of it, right?
I mean, you could try.
But these guys are so evil. I can just tell. I mean, they have their Leviathan monster, and they've attacked everyone, and... Well, I don't want to give myself away. So I suppose I'm... the negotiator in me wants to try talking. But at the same time, I can tell that these guys are gathering crystals. They're taking the crystals for themselves. They're not just going to give this large crystal to me. So I'm going to have to cast Shatter. And it's going to be...
Do you want to draw where you're casting
10 feet
Shatter?
Radius. And it's a sphere, center at the point.
Well, remember, 10 feet radius is...
Oh, is it like around?
Yeah, that's a 10-foot diameter. This is bigger than that.
Oh. So what would it be like?
Can I... Is there...
I can erase this. So.
Yeah. So if you want to do a 10-foot radius, it'd be like this box.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's 5 feet each.
Yeah.
But that.
So you can do that very easily.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I will shatter on them.
Okay.
And they must make Constitution saving throws. And they take 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
Okay. So here's what happens. Roll your damage.
Okay. Well, it's 3d8. Do I have to roll it 4 times?
No. Just once.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So the 3 starfishes explode into mist. And the mage... give me a second. I gotta figure something else out. He dies.
He dies?
Yeah, he does not have much HP. he dies. However, in dying, he kind of like screams as he dies. Like he's very clearly on like, well, okay, so he's not like dead, but like he's going to unconsciousness, and he like kind of crumples, and he's screaming and stuff like that.
Okay.
So what do you do?
I feel bad. I mean, I sort of attacked outright without like, but at this point he's practically dead. And
The screaming's getting louder.
Okay. I go up and I stab him.
Okay, so with one final screech, something happens.
All right.
Blah. So in response, the tentacles that you saw before begin to erupt out of the water. The mage dies.
Mm-hmm.
I can't reach him anymore. Okay, we do lair. Nope. To Beck. There we go. So he dies. You can maybe grab stuff from him. The tentacles are not exactly going that fast.
Okay, what's on him?
Like a wizard robe. He's got ascending stone.
Ascending stone.
Yep. Some other bits and bobs. Really, he's got a bag.
And what's in the bag?
You don't have time to check out.
Okay.
I mean, you do, but you're gonna have to start dodging tentacles.
Okay, what do I have left up my sleeve? I mean, I still have one more orb, right?
Orb?
The blasty.
You got 3 left.
3?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Oh, really? Okay. And also, can I gauge if I can stick that crystal in my bag of holding, or is it just
The
way
big
too
one?
huge?
No, way too big. But Vivi told you just to touch it with your with the black rod.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'm gonna rush up, and
Okay.
I'm gonna throw one of the squishies out at the tentacles as far as I can.
Okay. So you do that while you run.
Yeah.
Okay, so it goes roll an attack.
Oh, like, what kind of attack?
It would be just dex. Just roll a dex.
Okay.
Okay, so it kind of goes wide and blows up. You kind of get the tentacle. Roll another dex because the tentacles are starting to sweep for you. Okay.
Oh.
Roll 3 times. Okay, you're fine. So you managed to dodge it. You notice that the tentacles are kind of shaky, the explosion,
Whoa.
and so on and so forth. These tentacles look like they may not have already been having a good day to begin with. So you can manage to get through, and you get to the crystal.
All right. How do I... Because I remember that I tapped the rod while holding my finger to the correct color, right?
Correct.
All right, and Vivi's is blue.
Yep.
So I touch the blue, and I tap the crystal.
Okay. You and the crystal wink out of existence. Boop. And you're back in the slums. And the crystal is there. But I'll draw that later.
Okay.
And Vivi kind of like steps backwards out of this circle at long last. I'll move you back a little bit. Draw the world's shittiest crystal thing. Give it like a little bit of... There we go. Okay, so you've got the crystal kind of nice and ensconced.
Oh, come on. Erase that. I'm going to draw a crystal.
Well, I mean, I have it drawn. I just have to put it in the official map.
Wait, that's the wrong color. I wanted a beautiful bright blue.
Okay, you're free to do so.
Okay, it looked sort of like this. And it will have facets. And it will be beautiful. There we go. Crystal.
Yeah, close enough. Okay. So Vivi, who I guess comes back into existence now the drawing time's over, she's like, "You've done it. Are you okay?"
Ah, well, after nearly getting slapped to death by a number of starfish and encountering 2 tentacle-faced beings, one of whom was a mage. I then, upon its death, the final one actually proceeded to summon this tentacle monster from the depths. It was thrashing all about. I could barely reach the crystal, but I figured if we could just teleport out, then we'd be safe and sound. But needless to say, I have no wish to go back into the mines again.
As you explain this, the ground shudders beneath you.
Uh-oh.
And you kind of catch your footing, and you both look around kind of worriedly, and she's like, that doesn't sound good. I guess you didn't get the chance to stick around. Oh dear. Well, either way, I can't blame you for whatever may be happening down there after this point. You did your job, and you did it beautifully. Thank you. This is more than enough. Where did you even find this?
So, after looking about a number of rooms, there were the miners' barracks, there were offices, I noticed that there was a wall, and I shattered it only to find a drow complex, some kind of building that they had there.
They did have their caverns down there, of course. I didn't realize the mines had gotten so close. I guess that would explain their increased political activity as of late.
Yeah, and it was back through a hall off of this chamber by the building that I was able to find a tunnel, and it was through this submerged tunnel that I came upon a room with, actually, it had a blue circle very similar to this.
I mean, they look completely different. I copy and pasted because I didn't want to draw multiple magic circles.
Okay, well, it had a magic circle of its own, and I mean, this was rather massive. I was surprised that it would be of this magnitude, but it seems as though the creatures with the tentacled faces, they were somehow servants to this much larger beast, or at least they could call upon its aid. But they definitely had an interest in the crystals and what they could do because they were intentionally mining for it.
That's worrying. I've never heard of them in the city. Actually at all, really. I mean, I don't get out much anymore, confined to my workshop.
Well, now you have the means to walk about, right?
Yes.
As soon as you have the power from this crystal, you'll be able to put everyone into marionettes, like yourself.
That's the goal. Unfortunately, that will take quite a considerable amount of, woman hours, but I'm going to have to get started almost immediately.
Speaking of, what were you before you became a mannequin?
I was a gnome. Once, long ago, I was quite the troublemaker. Wanted to cross the land, hunted by adventurers aplenty, and eventually I grew tired of it. And I was like, let's just retire in Zagnoth, where nobody knows who I am. Change my face a little bit and settle down.
Changed your face?
Well, it's not like you can exactly move into a city as a undead monstrosity, so I decided...
Well, that's what I was going to ask. How did you become undead?
As most liches do, through horrible rituals and evil acts aplenty. I'm not a good person, but I try to repent when I can and make things right in the world, though this seems like the world is kind of against that.
Yeah, there were a number of undead down there as well. Or were they just dead?
There were 2 undead.
Oh, yeah, that they were. But
she kind of waves her hand. It's like, I understand. It's not... I only really care that you avoid killing the ones that have half a brain remaining. But defend yourself if you must. I am not under no illusions that my newfound wards are not completely stable.
And do you hope to make a new civilization here?
If the city manages to survive its current trials, I dare say I will. I see no reason why not to.
And what will be next for the druids?
Well, I wish I could say that I could help you with that, but that's up to you and the Mages Guild.
The Mages Guild. Now, Up in the warehouse district, there was a door that was impassable. Was it a door or a gate?
Yeah, it was a door. It was a big metal door.
What is beyond that?
I don't know. I've never been inside, but that is one of the Mages Guild's, coveted warehouses. They have them all over the city. Unfortunately, you need quite some powerful magic to get in, or some sort of key. I don't know. I've never tried.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we didn't really know where to go from the Mages District. If there was a map or anything that we could be provided with.
Well, the city is built somewhat sensibly, I would say. Made more sense before everything fell. But if you want to get to the Mages Guild, if it's still there was quite the explosion before the floods came. But you can get there. It's just off of the Mercantile District. As are most districts, in fact. The only ones you can't get to are the Lake District and the Royal District, really.
Okay. The Merchant District. And where is it in relation to the
Well,
warehouse?
you came from up above in the Warehouse District, right?
Yes.
Then all you have to do is head north.
Head north. Oh. Well, that's where we were That's where we were headed at one point, but there was an impassable wall.
Well then, I might have something for you. She kind of goes over and she's just going to start rifling through her stuff. And she pulls out another bag, and she's going to hand it to you, and it's for your troubles. I don't know what's in it yet. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Before next time, and we'll go over the stuff in the next session. And she pulls out a box. And she's like, this is a bit of an odd thing. You're only going to be able to use it once, but it's a bridge. I'll just point it in the direction, and she kind of points at a little arrow sticking off the side. Point it in the direction you want to travel, and just press this button, and voila, you will have a bridge to where you need to go, and it should be enough to span the distance. I have not been up to the warehouse district yet to see, but I can't imagine that the damage is that severe.
Oh, well, this will be excellent. Much of the upper areas have caved in and resulted in these large chasms, and...
Yes, I am very aware. Much of the cave-ins have come down on our own heads down here.
So where will you move everyone?
Honestly, we will stay here. It doesn't seem like any threats have moved into the slums, and why would they? There's nothing here.
Well, if only because there's the creature below and the cave-ins from above.
Well, now that I have my mobility back and, more than enough magical power, I'm less than worried about threats immediately moving into this area.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I may be small and, not exactly nearly as threatening as I may once have been, but time has not dulled my powers that substantially.
Oh, definitely don't doubt that. I just felt a little bit mismatched by those mages down there. I mean, fortunately I had a spell that was able to counter them, but what... Did you recognize any kind of creature that resembles that?
Unfortunately, in all of my years, I never really bothered with the aquatic. They don't teach young gnomes to swim, and by the time I ascended to lichdom or descended to lichdom, swimming was quite beyond me by that point.
Feel rather, yeah, just, even I haven't seen such things, and I swear they should be from the plane of water, but are they in league with the druids, or merely just a consequence, like all of the other monstrous peoples that have been coming into the city?
That I cannot tell you, at least not right now. If I do hear anything, keep that stone with you. I will let you know.
Oh, thank you, Vivi.
In fact, you said you had friends, right? Here, have more. I have hundreds of them. They're They're child's play. She just tosses you a handful. There's like 7.
Okay. So that means that we can attune 2 together
Yes.
to create a pair.
All you have to do is touch them together, and they will stay attuned for as long as you want. And then, of course, if you think of somebody else that you know has one that is a willing participant, you can also contact them that way.
Oh, so one stone can actually contact multiple?
Yes.
Okay. That'll be useful. I mean, my friends are probably wondering where I am right now. How long have I been down there?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the baker. You know what? I'm gonna give the baker a name, even if he's like a no one NPC.
Mm-hmm.
NPC name. Submission time. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
Uh-oh. What is
I
it?
like this one. Sir Weewoo Littlehum.
Weewoo Littlehum?
So, Mr. Littlehum told me there was quite the scuffle up above, though he dare not go up. I will admit I kept this from you while you were in the mines because I didn't want to distract you from your task at hand, but I'm sure they're fine, but you probably should make all due haste to get up there. I should not keep you anymore. And remember, if you need any help with anything, I can either send one of my followers or come help if absolutely need be, but I would prefer to stay down here unless dire need of my presence is required.
All right. Yeah. Well, thank you, Vivi. And if we have any news of how to make the druids pay for the strife that they cause, then I'll be sure to contact you.
Thank you.
All right. I'd best find my friends. Let's hope they haven't gotten into something too dire up there.
Good luck.
All right, and I leave.
And Littlehum is out there waiting for you, and he leads you back.
All right, and I suppose that's the end of.
Yep, that is the end of Lauren's solo adventure. Solo starfish adventure?
Yes, indeed. Alarin's solo starfish adventure has truly come to an end, at least for now, until they show back up again, inevitably, to bring back old traumas and slap her more times. But that will happen on a future episode of Dungeons & Dragons Grave of Man.